Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and an Into the Void for your Friday between weedyy and AlienEggs here on Acropolis, the latter edition. Into the Void is just my weekly or semi-weekly examination of people who are in Bronze and Silver League on the ladder. So if you're wondering why the gameplay is so low, it's just because these are low-level players. I don't know if they've played a lot. And we're just going to go ahead and have fun with it and use it as a learning experience. Bottom right is the red Terran player AlienEggs with the Samwise DDA floating portrait there because apparently it couldn't load what that really is. The game struggles sometimes. And at the top left, it is the blue Zerg player weedyy with an extra Y. Alright, man, so who are these players going to be? What mistakes are going to be made? What good things are they going to do? We'd like to talk about those too. Talk about the good things here. It does very much look like a wall off at the top of the ramp with a barracks for AlienEggs. Oh, is he worker scouting? AlienEggs, you made me so happy. You may be the happiest caster of all time. Look at you scouting with a worker. So nice. Hatch first here, out of weedyy. And what's over here, guy? All right, into a pool, not an extractor, which, again, the general build here, if you're just blind opening versus Terran, is a 16 hatchery, a 16 supply, 18 gas, and a 17 pool. But today, weedyy is going for a pool first, after the hatchery, which indicates not really interested in getting speed anytime soon, or maybe that's, I mean, could be interested in getting speed, but won't have the resources to do so maybe as fast as he wants to do it. Marine opening here out of AlienEggs, which honestly, I can understand at this level of StarCraft. Your Reaper control is not going to be very good. Now, the flip side is your opponent's control with their Zerglings and Queens is not going to be very good either. So, I don't know, if you actually practice your Reaper control a lot in the lower levels, you could probably get a lot of stuff done with a Reaper. Way more than somebody like Maro could against Serral, for example. Maybe it's worth practicing. Just think about that, Terran players, a little bit. Because, again, you're not going to have perfect link control from the Zerg at all. Killing 4 early lings can actually be really great into the mid and the late game here. Still no gas from weedyy. Alright, it's going to be one of these games. Sometimes I'm not quite sure what level we're dealing with in Into the Void, but this Zerg player is not getting any gas, which is the worst thing a Zerg player can forget to do in the first 3 minutes is forget gas. Alright, so he's going double gas now into a Roach Warren, into an Evolution Chamber. Whoa! He's got a lot of plans. He has a lot of plans here. What he's not going to have is Speedlings for quite some time. What he's not going to have is enough gas for a lair for quite some time. Now, whether intentional or not, the fact that weedyy hasn't expanded yet is really good. Normally, I would say take your third base around 2.5 minutes. But the fact that AlienEggs has not expanded indicates something is coming. Something might be coming, although AlienEggs is building a command center inside the main, so never mind. We're good. Probably go ahead and take that third base now, weedyy, if and you want to. Also, be sure to saturate your gases. There you go, once they pop. A little bit late, but nothing we're going to kill him for, although pulling only 2 workers on gas is not great. There we go, 3 and 3. He got there in the end. I'm not going to complain about that too much. So, it seems like AlienEggs probably has a better handle on how to play this game as he loses an SCV to slowlings. Where are your Marines at? There we go. There's that one Marine you built. You haven't lost anything else, have you? No. So only 1 Marine early is maybe a little bit too greedy, AlienEggs. Maybe you want to start making at least 2 or 3 Marines. That'd be good. Oh, this is so bad for AlienEggs. You're delaying your expansion because of 2 slow lings. Ooh, weedyy is expanding. All right, fine. Alright, we're okay with this. We're okay, I think, with what weedyy is doing here. He needs to get speed. There we go. Speed getting started. Also, +1 missile attack. Also got that Roach Warren for roaches as necessary. Sitting at 30 workers at the first 3 minutes is not terrible. And at this point, Hellions. All I can tell you, AlienEggs, is that's why you open up Hellions. Either you make a Reaper or you make a couple Marines, and then you make a reactor on your barracks, make a factory, toss the reactor onto the factory, and then make 2 Hellions. 2 Hellions can kill a lot of Zerglings, especially if they're slow. So if you don't want this to happen to you again, just make a couple Hellions. That's going to be your build follow-up here to the first couple Marines or Reapers or whatever you want to do. Tank is going to be fairly decent at this. I mean, can't even hit those guys. Alright, so bait him up here with the Marine. I can support this. The Marine's like, why is this my job? Oh, wow, alright. The Ling, it worked. I didn't think that was going to work, but it worked. So now it's time to lift off. No. Don't start making SCVs. You need your natural base now. You're already oversaturated at your main. Making more SCVs is not going to help you at this point. Meanwhile, guess who's making roaches and is moving across? weedyy! He's got his third base. He's got his 4 gases. He is approximating a 2.5 base Roach Ravager all in pretty effectively, I gotta say. Not bad. When he needs to make her some Ravagers. If he makes 3 Ravagers, Corrosive Biles down this tank, I think he just wins this game, although there is a Banshee. And we have seen Banshees ruin better Zergs than weedyy in situations like this. So you need 3 Ravagers. 3 Ravager shots from the Corrosive Bile to take down a tank. Is he hiding the Ravagers? Oh, he is. He's trying to make AlienEggs think this isn't as aggressive as it is. Oh, snap. It's a Banshee. All right. Well, Corrosive Bile immediately trying to take down the Banshee. Nice job, but nice dodge. Better dodge. Out of AlienEggs there. Oh, canceling all 3 supply depots. Tank firing. Got to get out of that tank range a little bit here. Also make another Ravager guy. You have the resources for it. You have the available supply. Oh, do you have the... Yes. All right, man. Take... 1, 2, 3. Alright, so, yeah, at this point, taking down the tank and then just kind of going in means you win. Although, another Cloak Banshee shows up. The intent here was not to use the Cloak Banshees in base defense, I don't think, but it's working out perfectly for AlienEggs. And this will chase it back. Again, we've seen better players than weedyy get shoved away by a couple Banshees like this. So nice job, AlienEggs. Accidental or not, I don't know. But it worked out super well for you in the end. The bad news for you is that weedyy over here has an infestation pit on the way, because what is happening right now? Infestation pit coming up. Look how these lings are rallied across the map. Well, if the Banshees are away, we can actually do some damage here. You are not wrong, actually. The Banshees will take some time to come back home. If they keep chasing the Roaches, it's going to be a while till they come back home. And yeah, supply depots are in trouble. What's going to stop this? I guess a tank. A tank will stop this. Alright, so move the tank down. If there were some Ravagers here, that'd be a much different story. God, these Banshees are doing work. 8 kills on that one. 8 kill Banshee. Injects. Not super great right now for weedyy. Also, there's not a queen at the 3rd base. He does have a queen at the natural he could send down if he wanted. Also not spreading creep at all. I would recommend you spread some creep, weedyy. Again, you don't necessarily have to have Scarlet level creep spread where it is all over the map in the first 10 minutes. But what you could definitely do instead is connect your bases with creep. So, like, one right here would be good, and one right here would be good. And sure, maybe you don't need any more than that, especially if you're being aggressive, but it doesn't hurt for defense. Now, Infestors and a Swarm Host on the way from weedyy. This is interesting. He's sitting at 40 workers, and he's going up to this tech. Now, what generally would happen here, if it's Cyril playing this, is you don't go up for that really high tech until you're at least at 50 or 60 workers. 40 workers is not really enough to support it, which is why we have, 3 Swarm Hosts instead of 12 that you could have at this stage of the game. Also, the Locust coming back is not great. They need to at least move out and do some scouting if they're not going to do anything, well, damage-wise. So again, I kind of like what weedyy is doing, but he needs to saturate his bases first. This 3rd base mostly. Main and the natural look fine. AlienEggs over here is finally taking his natural base. He's sitting at 29 workers. He's in a worse economic position compared to weedyy. Starport coming up. Double Starport coming up. Whoa. AlienEggs is going for a triple Starport play here. Liberators. Is he Sky Terraning this? I kind of feel like he is. And weedyy says, you know what's good with Swarm Host is Nidus networks. Indeed it is, friend. This was played before the latest balance patch, assuming it actually came out. I don't know. Last I checked, they'd announced it, but it actually hadn't come out yet. So this is, again, cast about a week before it actually posts. So, if that patch has come up, then some of the information I have here is out of date, but you understand that. They were planning, or I guess pretty solidly planning, on nerfing the Nidus network by increasing load times and unload times, making them last longer. Dude, kill that Liberator with Corrosive Bile. Do you not have any Ravagers? Oh, Infested Terran's not bad. Infested Terrans are getting rid of entirely in the game, too. By the way. This is so crazy. This is a weird attack coming in. I like it a lot. Out of weedyy for this low level. Handful of Swarm Hosts, Ling, Roach, and a couple Infestors with some Overseers, just because, the Cloak Banshees are a concern, and he's accounting for that. Injects, there we go. I was going to say, are we doing any injects today? The answer is yes. Not as many as I would like, but hey, as long as you're injecting and working on it, you're going to have a good time. Why are there drones in the middle of the map? That's just a bad rally or what? Don't know. Don't rightly know. AlienEggs is wondering if he can take a 3rd base safely at this stage of the game. And the answer is your army is not super impressive, but 3 tanks will atone for a lot of sins against a ground army from Zerg. Now, The crazy thing here is I think, honestly, about 15 mutas would just win this. Let's see what the upgrades on the Marines are first. Oh, no upgrades on the Marines at all. They don't have stim yet. Yeah, mutas would have been a better choice here, but in the end, a moving Swarm Host into this is not super great. Nice fungal. Pop up your Locust Swarm Host. There you go. There you go. Jump on those tanks. Trying to use Infested Terrans versus Banshees, doing pretty well against it, all things considered. I think AlienEggs is in a lot of trouble here. That said, the Infestors are to their front, blocking the pathing a little bit. Ton of Liberators come in. Are you kidding right now? What is here to shoot up? Infested Terran eggs? Yes. But they're prioritizing the low ground targets right now. Look at these Liberators saving the day here. Look at them just wrecking roaches. Get out of the circles of doom. They're all overlapping right now. Get out of the circles. Not happening. Okay, well, 7 kills, 5 kills, 8 kills, 7 kills on these Liberators. Destroying that roach group. And then chasing them away. That was a pretty aggressive attack from weedyy. Not incredibly well executed, right? Just because, again, the Swarm Host did not launch their Locust until a little bit too late. And the Infestors were in the front, which is not where you want them. But end of the day here, AlienEggs, pretty happy. I mean, 24 Orcas to 43 is not great. weedyy also expanded behind that because he is a little bit better, I think, than the Terran player is here today, if I had to guess. That said, he's still at 43 workers. Like, he is not droning up. He's just making more roaches, making more Infestors. What you need to do here, weedyy, is when you're attacking drone, guy. Wow, look how far those Infested Terran eggs can get thrown. I feel like that was the maximum distance. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Liberator Circles of Doom are bad. Making more roaches against this is not going to be super great. Also, weedyy, you cannot be happy with your drone saturation until you're at least 70 drones. 75 is better. 80 is probably better. At this level, 85 would be ridiculous. Probably too many, but man, 40 is not going to cut it. AlienEggs 2. 30 workers at this stage of the game is not ideal. You need that third base. You're mining at your main base already. Your natural base is not saturated. Nidustorm taken down. Nice map awareness. Or perhaps just luck from AlienEggs. But either way, be active on the map and good things will happen. AlienEggs can afford to expand here. Just choosing not to do it. Why are there so many Nidusworms erupting? I think because weedyy is trying to be his hero Rogue, who won BlizzCon a few weeks ago. A couple weeks ago now. Or Dark, rather. Dark won. I get those two players confused. Because Rogue won it 2 years ago. And then a year ago, Cyril won it. And then this year, it was Dark. So, Zergs, man. It is the time of the Zergs. Much to the chagrin of every other race right now. I hear it. I understand. I understand your concerns for sure. And hopefully, this balance patch will be able to slow down some of what Zerg is trying to do. And able to do. AlienEggs cruising around the top way. More Swarm Hosts coming in. And I'm just imagining a big Swarm Host attack all coming together for weedyy and just destroying the main base of AlienEggs. That would be nice, especially if AlienEggs' army is out of position to do anything about it. But the Swarm Hosts are not actually going into the Nidus network. Some are in there. Actually, a goodly number of units are in the Nidus network right now. And some of them are just out on the map. Which, generally, you want everybody in the Nidus. And then you unload in one place, and then you launch, and then you attack, and then you get back in. So, AlienEggs says, well, enough waiting. Let's be aggressive for the first time today at 13 minutes. Is he trying to... Oh, he's just launching into the main base. Yeah, I mean, this is good, but it's not like game ending or anything like that. There you go. Swarm House down, Swarm House down. It's going to be really hard to deal with if you are a Zerg player, is all this scary, scary bio with Medivacs, especially if you don't have any Banelings. Yeah, Locusts, nope, not getting anything done. Not in those numbers. Oh, what is this? No, weedyy, don't walk into the circles of doom. Don't walk into the marine fire range either. This kind of just feels like bad control out of weedyy, but again, that's what we expect. Out of Into the Void is the bad control. Meanwhile, some Infested Terrans are here for the Liberators. They mostly just... Oh, don't fight them. Why are you fighting them? Alright, well, that base is down. Drones are down, too. It's 50 workers here for weedyy. Somehow he's more workers now than he did before that. Anyway, he must have just made a whole bunch of drones that I did not see. Nidus Network goes down. So there are some units in this thing. that if all the Nidus Swarms die, they're going to all be expired here. Oh, man. Infestors rolling down. Lings cruising on in. This might just be GG. We are looking at a seriously entrenched position from a weedyy right now, but can the Roaches handle it? Going fungals all over the place. This is the most spellcasting I've seen it Into the Void in a while. Oh, gosh. The Liberators, though, putting in the work, putting in the time. 13 kills, 15 kills. This group of bio isn't necessarily well upgraded, but they do have stim and +1 attack. And Medivacs. Combat Shield would be incredible for them. Pro tip for AlienEggs, get Combat Shield. Never skip Combat Shield if you're making more than, 2 Marines. Or 3, maybe. So the good news for weedyy is he has another base down here. But otherwise, he's wrecked, man. He's at 29 drones right now. He has lost a total of 33. 33 SUVs have died too, but AlienEggs is actually expanding to his third. And his income is going to be a lot higher than weedy's here in just a minute. These drones are allowing the Marines are allowing the drones to live. Going after buildings instead, which is actually a bit of a mercy here. Allowing these drones to get on out of there. I'm not sure where they're trying to go, but it's cool. Everything is fine. Now the problem is this is where all of your tech structures live if you're weedyy. Not really able to save it. It keeps sending in 2 or 3 Zerglings at a time. Not going super well for them. I mean, 9-kill Marine. How often do you see a 9-kill Marine? A scan and killing this creep tumor would be pretty fantastic. I'm going to assume you do have some orbital command energy. Actually, not there. And not there either. Never mind! You've been doing mules really effectively. Cool. Not content to let the Roach Warren die on its own, AlienEggs wants to snipe it down. I don't think there are no more swarm host attacks over this way, though there probably should be. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. Like 5 or 6. Something like that. Alright, so the Zerglings are trying to take this Marine count down just a little bit. That Roach does get a kill. Nice job by him. I mean, spawning pool down. AlienEggs is making a whole bunch more Marines. He's recognizing the Marines are pretty effective against what weedyy is doing here. Oh, this is a good number of Locusts. Yeah, all this ground army is dead. Oh, especially with the fungals, though. Wow. So that's the situation AlienEggs where we're going to pick up and get out of there. That is what all the best Terran players do. If you're getting surrounded by a bunch of Banelings or a bunch of Lings come in or Locusts come in, then load all your guys back up into the Medivacs and boost on out of there. This group of Marines doesn't even have any Medivacs to support them. So another pro tip, AlienEggs, is have Medivacs to support your Marines in all situations. Marines are really good, yes, but without Medivacs, they're not as good. Here we go. The Medivacs come over to heal up this new group of guys. So Macro Hatch down. Broodling's not going to stand for it. Get on in there. Kill those drones. No, the Macro Hatches are not important. Oh, gosh, the Chain Fungals, though. weedyy! Okay, weedyy just wiped out that army with Chain Fungal. Dude, this is, again, the best spellcasting I might have seen from an Into the Void game, especially from a Zerg. Zerg spellcasting is tricky. Oh my gosh, you're just making pure Marines? I mean, that's been okay to this point, but make some tanks. Okay, making some Liberators too, so it's not just pure Marine. I kind of feel like AlienEggs has the edge, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, we're looking at a situation that is just so unorthodox, which is why I love Into the Void. Like, what is this composition? Alright, so taking down a couple units there. Unsieging, getting out of there because Infested Terran anti-air is insanely good. Ooh, they're not on a move. That's actually nice. That was nice for AlienEggs. Alright, so third base, happily mining. Do you have some drones you can send? Yeah, see how that's 16 out of 10? Send 6 of your SCVs up here. Also, why are there SCVs up in this area? You gotta pay attention, guy. Ah! The Chain Fungals are super good. But the Circles of Doom are also good. Both players taking advantage of some really strong powers that they each have in fungal growth and in the Defender mode Circles of Doom from the Liberator. Oh, remember how Nidus networks kill every opening, everything inside dies? Is this the last one? That might be the last one. Oh man, you kill that Nidus, and I think all those Swarm hosts die. We've seen GGs for that at the WCS Global Finals level. Alright, Starport down, and another Starport probably down here. Oh, for sure. Look at that damage output. Locust output is stupid good. And they explode. So 2 starports down, but this army supply is about to go down. Actually, no. Where is there another one? Oh, he's just got one down here at the 3rd. Well, that's the last one. So, if this one gets taken down, it's going to be sayonara to everything inside it. Again, banelings, man. Weedy, have you heard of banelings? You're floating about 1,000, which means you can definitely afford banelings, but you don't have a baneling nest. And suddenly, AlienEggs is looking really strong right now. We're sitting at 70 army supply to 30. Yeah, so the locusts come down. The question is... Wow, look at him just running away. He's just running away from the locusts. Oh, he's trying to drag him into the circles of doom here. This might just be our GG, and it is! AlienEggs is your winner in 20 minutes and 54 seconds. Weedy doesn't call the GG. But yeah, that was his last mining base. He didn't replant... I guess he did replant his natural, which is nice, but... Yeah, pro tip here. Fungal, really good against Marines, but... Get banelings. Banelings are incredibly good at this level of StarCraft. Apparently AlienEggs is not super interested in going home yet. And yeah, Storm Hosts are not super good in a straight up fight against Bio. They're good against things like tanks. They're good against things like Hellbats. Other smaller, slower things that don't hit as fast. But yeah, this was the right idea. Throwing up Locusts in the main base was good. You just didn't do it quite enough. And then you really did need some banelings versus these Marines. You can't just do it with roaches, especially not with roaches as time goes on. So end of the day, though, AlienEggs, recognizing that the Marines are working, keeps making a bunch more Marines, keeps making a bunch more Liberators, as there was nothing to kill the Liberators except for infested Terrans, which are energy-based, which means that eventually energy is going to run out. So, again, I'm not sure that AlienEggs recognized that was happening, but in the end, it worked out for him regardless. So, good stuff. Good stuff had by all here. All right, well, that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin, coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and an Into the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
And so you must run, and it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live. You can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on. Looking for a reason and a way to atone. as stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, and you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the